Hey everybody, in this video we're going to be installing an NRG short hub, quick release, and 320mm steering wheel into my 2008 Nissan Xterra. Before we get started with installation, I just wanted to highlight how awesome this stuff looks coming from NRG. They're really well packaged. Everything inside is packed really nice. This right here in this box is going to be the short hub adapter, which goes onto the steering column. This is actually made for a 350Z. I'm not actually sure if this will fit my car, but we're gonna try. Inside the box, we've also got some wiring stuff. So this harness is going to allow us to keep the horn, and also there's some resistors on here so that we won't have that stupid airbag light. So here we have the quick release. Mine is a really pretty red color. It's pretty easy to use. You just press this button down and then you pull this, and then the quick release comes right out. Step one in getting this set up is we want to disconnect the battery so that we can remove the airbag. I disconnected the negative terminal and then the positive terminal, so the battery is completely disconnected, and then I let it sit for 10 minutes. Next, what you need is you need some sort of punch or some sort of blunt object, not a screwdriver, and we're gonna push it up against the retaining clip for the airbag. After it releases, you should be able to just pull the airbag out, disconnect the horn, which is right here. Gently pull that off right there, and then we have these locking clips right here on the airbag, so we can just use a small screwdriver and just lift up there. Cool. So then we just separate the airbag. Next, you're going to want 19mm to remove the steering wheel. Easy. Then the next thing, we're just going to try to bump it a little bit to kind of loosen the steering wheel. So pull it, kind of bump it back and forth. Just to loosen it up. There we go. Oops. And you want to try to pull it out gently. I yanked it really hard. Don't do that. Alright, so here I pulled it out a little bit too hard. I ended up breaking this wiring harness, so I'm probably going to have to order a new one of these. That just means I'm not going to have a horn for a while in my cruise control. So I'm going to just continue to move forward with install, and then I'll figure that out later. This goes in like this. Okay, so that's in there. What we want to do is you've got the logo up top here, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach the quick release here, logo up, and I'm going to hand thread these Allen screws just to get them started. Relative success for the evening. I have the steering wheel in the truck. The only real hiccup that I ran into was that I pulled too hard on the old steering wheel and ended up tearing the wiring harness. It's kind of like a tape connection, like in the back of an old computer. So when I pulled the steering wheel off, this is the part that I broke right there, that wiring tape thing. I don't really know what it is, but what's really strange to me is that there's human hair in here. Why the heck is there hair in here? And that's not my hair color, so maybe it's whoever manufactured the dang thing, but this is where everything plugs in. These are the airbag wires. Right now, my airbag light is off, and it's kind of funky, so I'm just gonna find another one of these, maybe go to the junkyard or get it new. Just haven't figured that out yet, but I'll post a video on how to set that up. And so I've lost all the wiring for the cruise control, the horn, and even some sensors for the turn signals. I noticed that when I turn the signal on, when I go straight again, it doesn't know that the wheel is straight anymore, so I have to manually turn it off. Apart from that, it's pretty cool. I mean, I can single hand remove it from the column and then put it back on. It's pretty nice and stable in there. The wheel is smaller than the stock steering wheel, so it is a little bit difficult to see all the gauges. I kind of have to tilt it higher than I normally like it, but whatever. If I end up not liking it, then I'm just gonna get a bigger wheel. This is a 320 millimeter. I can always get the 350, and I plan on buying a Miata, so I can put this wheel in the Miata and no big deal. Apart from that, the Suede is super nice. I'm just kind of worried about getting it dirty and how to clean it, especially since this is an off-road truck. Apart from that, pretty happy with it. It feels really nice in your hands. It's nice and sturdy. Another thing that I did notice is that the quick release is a little bit long. Even with the short hub, the steering wheel is now closer to me than normal. The reason why I know that is because it feels like the knobs are further away. I like with the red trim here, so I might get some red screws on the inside here so they're not silver. I already have some black screws on order here because I kind of stripped one of them, or I cross-threaded one when I was putting it in. So just be careful that you hand torque them in first before you try to crank them, and also be careful to use the right Allen key. The NRG comes with an Allen key, but I had my own Allen key and decided to use that, and it turns out that this might be a metric or an SAE, and I was using the opposite, and so I ended up stripping a little bit of the Allen head. So just use the Allen key that comes with the kit so you don't mess that up. Pretty happy with it. It works really nice and everything turns really good. So stay tuned. I'm going to post a video of when I fix the wiring parts so I can have my horn and all the things, and also show you how I'm going to mount the cruise control to the column so I have that again. That'll be cool for long drives because this is an overland rig. I am going to be doing a lot of miles in here, so it'll be nice to have cruise control when I'm doing long trips. So stay tuned for more videos, and we'll see you next time.